Hey everybody, Ron here for another episode of Vatgrown Massacre. So I'm going to take some of the user suggestions here, and I'm going to do my best to attribute them. So Chickson said if I put some tiles around my doors, they won't set on fire as easy. You're absolutely correct, so I'm going to go ahead and do that pronto. Iron Trunk, you mentioned that my dumping stockpile could be slightly more efficient, and I couldn't agree more. So let's go ahead and do that. But I also want to say, in this dumping stockpile, no corpses. We don't need all corpses. And then Freezy Boy mentioned that whatever's happening in my malaria crisis also has happened to him, where malaria was like an on-again, off-again kind of BS. So that's too bad. I hope that doesn't actually happen to me. What else? There were some other nice to have. So my dogs are fully trained to haul. I'm going to unrestrict them. Start training my dromedaries. I have no idea why, but why not is the better question. What else? There were some other things. I want everyone to start hauling. So we have a lot of resources outside the base right now. I want to bring them into the base. I'm going to put an orbital trade beacon in here so I can sell off any devil strand that I have and don't need. What else? Alright, there's a few. I was trying to find if there was any spots in there that I hadn't used. I also need a more secure place to store my chem fuel. I forget which one of you said that chem fuel is dangerous, but eventually I plan on storing it separately. In fact, how about we just put it in here? Right? Why not? Manufacture chem fuel. Let's put it up there. So what I'm hoping is to happen is that this malaria thing settles down. We've had, kind of a malaria problem for a bit, and I'm tired of it now. I'm also hoping that we have a bulk goods come and trade us some vegetables, because I don't think we'll be growing anytime soon, or at least not in the next 6 days or so. A tribal raid. Alright, big whoop. So what? I just need to make sure that no one goes outside while they're out there. Speaking of people outside, Macintosh. Test subject, ranch owner, psychopath, pessimist. You get to just lay there. Oh, looking at this, I could use 2 more transport pods, couldn't I now? I'm just kind of playing at a bird's eye view to make sure no one runs outside. I want them to start raiding. Okay, you're digging at that deep drill. I would say that that's probably not a good idea right now. Alright, so they're starting their assault. Thrall here doesn't have a weapon. Oh, really? You're gonna cut through the wall with your bare hands? Yeah, good luck with that. So I'm gonna bring everyone that holds a gun to the wall here. Ooh, Thrall 4. I'm glad I conscripted you, because it seems like you're dangerously out of place right now. And I'll just line them up. And if they start firing back, I can take cover. I should build something that allows me to take cover better up there. Alright, let's see. What are they bashing? I'm just going to take a quick look around. Alright, they're going to break that drill. Who are you firing on? You're watching for targets? Let's murder that guy. Quit shooting me. Oh, they're getting shredded. Normally I would take cover, but this is just too much fun. There's like no cover out there. for them to use... You know what? I might even slightly modify this zone just so they march in front of this kill window more. Because that was a lot of fun. Wow, like none of them are unwounded. They all got shredded. That's pretty fun. So what I was thinking of doing right here is, let's see. I was just looking at the zone. If I set it up like this instead, let's put actually some auto doors. This forces them around this way, and then I can use this kill window more efficiently. Maybe leave that in there. And then setting up some false walls for me to hide behind if I need to take cover. There, yeah, that looks good. Good to me, at least. All right, so these things can get infected. So let's go ahead and rest up. And hopefully someone will tend to us. Thrall 1's asleep, so Thrall 2 gets to be you. Alright, so we're obviously hauling a lot. We have a lot of Devil Strand up there. My god. Looks like these batteries are nice and full. Let's pull them off the grid. They definitely broke some drills. That's alright. I didn't need these drills, so I'll just start labeling them while I remember. That one was plasteel. This one was chem fuel. I think I already had a chem fuel one. Might be wrong about that, but can't hurt to have a chem fuel 2 as long as it's labeled. One of you mentioned, sorry I didn't attribute it, I hadn't thought of that, but mentioned an allow all tool might be useful in this scenario. You are most absolutely correct. But, yeah, I haven't done that yet, obviously. Alright, animals. Oh, you're still unrestricted. Let's stick with that. Looks like we're getting over our malaria. We have. It's awesome. Let's run the power up. Complete the circuit here. Burning corpses. And of course the new queue for killing the burning the tribalware will come in handy here, because we have a lot of tribalware. Alright, so far so good. I think we're all over the malaria scare, which is pretty awesome. That obviously plagued us for quite some time. I'm just going to go ahead and put a steel door here and complete this wall. And if we ever need to use the kill window, we can have doors there that access it quicker. Ooh, bodies. Did some of them bleed out and die on their way out? No. Looks like if they ran, they made it out. That's a lot of quality of life stuff. Did they break down any more spots? Not that I see. That was weird. Oh, yeah. My bad. they're going to start stockpiling up here. Because I forgot to clear it. Which is dumb, dumb, dumb. Food binge. Alright, so one thing that could help up here is plasteel doors sort of just around. So if we ever get caught out there, we can get cover. Unfortunately, I'm going to forbid this until it gets a little bit warmer. I don't want to kill the devil strand by breaking into it right now. Alright. So our chem fuel is being hauled away from our normal stockpile, which will keep it a bit safer. I guess we need some limestone there. So this sort of kill box now is more easily accessible. We have the anti-fire doors built. Plasteel, nice. Yeah, I would say we've done quite a lot to set up for the raiding. So now I'm going to start loading weapons. So load 3 turrets. And I do want to start making blocks. So let's go ahead and unsuspend that. Still have a lot more to haul. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do for right now is mining, yeah. Have you haul instead. We have a lot of work to be done, haul-wise. Alright, so our refinery is broken down. And the reason for it is it was forcing the pawns to like walk over it, which was slowing us down. Every time we wanted to go through the crafting room. It was annoying in that way. Bye-bye troubleware. It's a lot of troubleware getting burned up. Alright, so instead of having it where it was, if I put it here, it allows people to traverse through this area a bit more easily. I think we also need another light. I can plop that down. Alright, I don't think we're going to need this refinery for a long time, if ever. But I'll queue it up anyway to 1,000. But I don't think it will ever get to that point that we need to use it. Alright, so obviously we're running pretty low on food. I don't know why it hasn't said low food yet, but a bunch of wild boar and muffalo just waltzed into the map. So let's take advantage of that. And deer. Stockpile up on food. Or at least meat. Pirate merchant, cool. ABCs, as Caitlin said. Caitlin, probably Caitlin. Always buy components. Beautiful, lazy, violent, no. No. Seeing if I want to buy any of these slaves. Cannibal, no. Why would... Does this make sense? That you're a cannibal, but you're incapable of violence and cooking, which is exactly what cannibalism is. That makes no sense to me. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this power armor. It's on its way out. Let's buy a soother. Why not? I mean, we have the money. Can't hurt. Just immediately use the soother. Make everyone a little bit happier, right? Oh, speaking of meals, having them fall from the sky. That's pretty cool. So Ithacith just finished superior power armor. That's pretty good. It could be better, but I'm not going to complain. So now she's working on a helmet. I don't know why we need another helmet, but I'm not going to stop her. Because frankly, I don't much care. This eclipse is really hurting our batteries, as I thought it would, because it's keeping all of our grow lights on, and the batteries are just draining like hell. If we had a little bit more wind, that wouldn't be such a problem, but we don't have wind. How low am I going to allow the batteries to get before flicking all these off? Probably about this low. Let's go ahead and flick. We do have these backup batteries, but I don't have a lot of backups. So they're all off now, and it's nighttime, so they're like actually off, but I'm going to keep them off until the batteries recoup, which means waiting probably until this eclipse is over, and we're almost into spring. We're pretty close, which is cool. Yeah, we're definitely running out of kibble here. Not being able to plant is a problem. Oh, you eventually died. Now we're going to have a lot of meat. Dromedaries, do you eat meat? You eat live plant seeds, meals, processed food. Okay, so you eat these simple meals, but you're not going to eat the meat. That's fine. Once I run out of kibble, I can just allow them to waltz about and eat the meat, or eat the meals rather, that they so choose. So we'll have a lot of meat here. We've queued up a lot of, oh, helmet's done. Superior helmet. Okay, I guess that was worth it. I was hoping for slightly better quality than superior, given that we're a legendary crafter, but can't win it all. Alright, so our batteries are filling back up. Still an eclipse, but the wind turbines are full tilt right now, which is helping. Alright, this area of the base is built. Slap a roof on it. And what about home area? Yes, this always pollutes the home area. Now, many of you have told me to hit that toggle right there. And I think it's about time that I do just that. That prevents the auto home area. Which would help me out, because I don't know why, but we are constantly having massive swaths of home area polluting everything. And normally I wouldn't really care, but given how often things manage to set on fire around here, it's nice not to be reminded to constantly put fires out that don't threaten the base and ultimately don't really matter. Especially now that we have our fireproof doors, right? This fireproof door is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, okay, I'm tired of this already. So, what was that assault rifle that we made? Excellent. The Agony of Thrall 1. Did you just make it about the divorce that you got? Wow. No, it actually is about training a husky. Alright. It's strange stuff. Looking around, we still have some backup clothing, so I'm not actually too worried about that at the moment. And we're doing a heck of a lot of hauling. Is this... Yep, alright, they're hauling it out of there. All of our chem fuel is now safely separated. Look at this. That's a lot of Devil Strand. There's still more up here. Got about 3,300 Devil Strand. Okay, dromedaries are almost out of food. I guess some of the pawns are back to mining. These are the pawns that don't prioritize haul. Spring has begun. Well, it doesn't look like it. It's still 22 degrees and or -6 cold. But it is formally spring, which allows us to move faster. So right off the bat, I'm going to take my non-pregnant dromedaries and load them up into the pods, as well as all of my, or as much steel as I could fit. The pregnant ones are staying behind. They're slower physically, so I don't want to bring them. And that leaves these 4 pods here to load up my people and batteries and other construction materials. And we be going raiding, as I promised. It's even colder. 17. Buck revenge. That was easy. Did you just get punched to death? Yeah, you did. Cool. That's some hardcore buck hunting. Alright, so the dromedaries are loaded up. Now let's load up... Oh, Isith. Let's get you into uniform. What was that, 62%? Yeah, we'll wear it anyway. Alright. Now that you're wearing the uniform, let's get you loaded up with... we'll bring 10 components, just in case. You never know. We'll bring 20 meds. Okay, I can fit a lot of steel, but we need 2 batteries. Don't need a deer corpse. Gonna bring the sniper rifle excellent, in case we need to snipe out a turret controller. What else? Gonna bring all the non-limestone blocks. I need to bring the people. Alright, and we're over weight limit, so let's reduce the amount of blocks. We'll bring granite 70, and then load the rest up with steel. So, 200 steel. Alright. And I think the first target's going to be... We'll go... I have to load the planet. We'll go south to north. So we'll start at Branyabo, I guess, and work our way north. So, let's drop at the edge at Branyabo. Alright, now I think the batteries are charged up enough. I'm going to go ahead and turn these back on. And let's see. Why can't... Oh, they haven't landed yet? There we go. Alright, here we are. Looking around, there's a terrain advantage here, so I'm going to start to use this terrain advantage. So we'll go ahead and set up some blocks, and let's launch the rest. Oh, I just realized I had an empty transport pod, I think. Nope, I'm used them all. Alright. So with that in mind, we want to get our pods back as soon as we can, because we're going to need them, I think. So they should start to construct. And we'll go ahead and build a little bunker. And put a little stockpile of stuff out back. So I think I've come to the conclusion that doors are too expensive to build. They're far more secure, but they're just too costly. Another thing I'm going to do here is to make my animal area down there. I want to keep these guys safe. Thrall's not here, so it's not like they're going to escort him to battle, but I don't want to lose any dromedaries. I'm going to go ahead and plop some of the turrets here. Done. I think I'm going to only use one of the batteries this run. Obviously, some of this construction tasks that I on are paying off. Okay, so our batteries are definitely recharging, even with some of the lights on, so that's good. Give this a nice little roof. Speed time up. So these tribals are giving me plenty of time to set up. I think I'm going to need to reinstall that, like here. Get it all charged up. Alright, so are we, in fact, done? Yes, we are. Alright, so time to antagonize them. I'm going to wait to flick these on until I have to flick them on, but we will switch weapons and get Agil to mess them up with this sniper rifle. Alright, looking good. And then I have the drums down there. Hopefully they won't starve. We'll definitely get some pemmican out of this. Alright, they're already attacking. It's what we were aiming for, just to piss them off, to get them to come. Alright, turrets are on. Now I'm going to make sure they don't come in the back by holding the back door like this. I didn't want to make a door because I'm cheap, I guess. This is not, I mean, for a really, really inexpensive kill box area, this serves pretty decent purpose. I'm just going to keep an eye on the turret's health. Make sure none of them get destroyed. Agil, let's have you stand there. Alright, 71, 87, 87. No worries yet about destruction. And outpost destroyed. They're broken. I'm going to get as many of them killed, though, as possible. They all have PEM on them, and I want the PEM. Ooh, you got hurt by a assault rifle. Oh, the only shot I took was a friendly fire. Yikes. I'm going to have him rest. I also want to, actually, let's turn these off first, because I want to repair them. Made it out. Alright, so there's a lot of pemmican here. And then, of course, there's additional pemmican in this base that I can reacquire, let's call it. Alright, so we're already tended up. What I'm going to do is have Agil manually hold all of the meds. That way, it's not on a pack animal if I need it. And then, let's see. 10 in here. Not in home area. Alright. Yeah, I automatically turned off home area, didn't I? Let's turn that back on. Alright, Agil, you are going to be the one looking for more Pem. Is this a cave base? My god, that's pretty cool. If it is, and it looks to be, I don't want to have to continually break down doors, so I'm just gonna have to keep reclaiming. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Built in like that. I think it's unintentional, but cool nonetheless. Alright, obviously I'm gonna have to have a click fest of area revealed. Alright, they do have some beds here. One of you mentioned that tribals, maybe that's next patch you were talking about, but tribals don't have bed technology by default, but obviously these people did. Or, you know, they might not have the tech, but they had the beds anyway. Alright, so there we go. That's everything. I'm going to go right-click about 15 times. And now, rather than to claim this area, just going to go ahead and uninstall it all so I can load it up. And because it's unclaimed, we don't have to like farm a caravan. We can just instantly have all this stuff ready to go. Which is why I wanted to do it quick. So let's bring the pemmican. Bring the rice because it won't really spoil. Bring the turrets, the batteries. We still have a little bit more weight left. So we'll bring... forget the rice. We'll bring some of the herbal meds. That's about it. That's all we have weight for. Alright. Pretty reasonable. And now, let's start marching. We'll march and hit the pirates next. I'm not going to have them run all the way there, because what I need to do first is to get some of these built. So do I have a constructor among you? I do. And I need to build these because I need to supply my raid party with additional construction materials. So what was this? Thrall 1 and 4. We'll get Thrall 1 and 4 to build the transport pods. They're already nice and refueled. So that's one tribal down, one target down. There's 6 more that remain in this area. And I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump from cluster to cluster, just wiping out as much as I can. Last raid worked real well. I don't think fighting pirates is going to be quite as easy. Oh, you know what? I left that rifle behind, didn't I? Oh, that's a damn shame. That was a nice rifle. I'll have to orbitally send another rifle. That was a newbie mistake. So they're constructing these pods, and all the while we are getting closer to being able to raid. So that's about half a day. And I think I'm going to wait for them to rest, so that they're well rested when they attack. So these 3 pods, I will have them load up. Let's go ahead and send all of the sandstone blocks. That's too much steel. Now let's not load 2. Let's load 2 instead of 3. So all the sandstone blocks, all the steel. Let's see if I can send it in 1. So that's a lot of sandstone blocks, because I'm just not able to carry that much between zones. So 1 pod's worth of construction materials I think is enough. Alright, so this is loaded up. It's still too cold out here to complete these doors here, unfortunately. Oh, look at you. A full 75 stack. That's a beautiful thing. I love large dogs, especially in this game. Alright, so these drums here, I need to unrestrict because, to put it bluntly, they have nothing to eat. They need to eat my meals. I don't have any vegetables yet. I think what I'll do, just because I'm low on stuff, is to put corn out here. I'll keep the seal root and rice here. Alright, so it's getting to be nighttime, so they'll probably rest out on the road. And then next daytime, we will hit. I still have 25 minutes left, so it might be possible to actually hit 2 of these enemies. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, so they've arrived at their destination, and I'm just going to have them sit there until they rest. Alright, so as you can see, these guys are doing limestone hauling, but I don't think I have a lot of limestone left as construction projects. And I want to make any block. I don't really care that it's only limestone now. So, keeping an eye on them, making sure they stay rested. These batteries are still struggling to keep up with our power demand. Might go ahead and shut off some additional, some superfluous stuff that we aren't using. I'll keep that up and running. You know what? Actually, I'll shut this down. We don't need that either. A psychic soothe, like that. Alright. We're still resting out there. Yes. Then we have one as a cleaner, the thrall number 2. I'm gonna take her off hauling so she starts cleaning again, because his blood is starting to build up. Alright, so these guys are now waiting, so let's go ahead and attack. So right now I'm just unloading it so that all the stuff is now available to me. Maybe I didn't look well enough, but I seem to be missing a turret. Right? Let's see. Oh, here it is. Alright. So first things first, I need my construction materials delivered to me. Oh, you know what? I didn't load up... Ugh. Keep doing that. Load up a sniper rifle. But I think I'm going to have Agil go mess with their turret, yeah, go mess with them anyway. Alright, so I have 20 granite blocks here. I'm going to go ahead and set it up like that. So 20 granite blocks doesn't give me all of that. It gives me 4 to 5. Oh, that was close. No cloud watching, no wandering. We need materials. Oh, come on, just go fetch the material. Kind of frustrates me every now and then. Somehow that material isn't counting. So the attack has begun. Pods have arrived. Fortunately, they did not land on anyone. So we'll make this out of sandstone. security sandbags. And then we don't have a whole lot of steel, so we'll build what we can out of steel here. Actually, let me redesign this a little bit. More sandstone. And then steel in the back. I think we have enough for that little project. Take a look at Agile. So there's, where are the turrets? There's one here. But if I stand there, if I stand right there, I'm out of the shot of that one turret. And I might be able to get boss off of the mortar. All right. Let's see. Put the animals away. I don't think they're safe hanging around my bunker. Or rather, I know they're not safe. Just gonna make sure they don't have any materials that I need first. Ooh. Alright, that's annoying. I just will have to reinstall that stuff. Let's go taunt this mortar guy. Or you know what? Actually, just destroy the mortar, if you can. Let's see. Alright, they're attacking. Which means I need to focus on these turrets ASAP. I might be able to lure some of them away with Agile south. Lighten the load a little. Alright, so these, even though the item, the miniaturized item, got bombed out, they haven't taken damage. Here comes another mortar, it's going to miss. I'm going to have my guys start to man the defenses. They're charging me before I'm built and ready. So I think I just need to start. Just need to get ready for defending. Right, how's Agile doing? No one's one Phil with Molotov cocktails is chasing him. I'll deal with that over there. Now I think what I'm going to do is back off of these turrets here. Have the turrets take the damage, because I don't really care if they get destroyed. I take cover behind them, because I really don't want to get shredded here. Yeah, that's not a real wall there, is it? How's Agile doing? Let's kite him backwards a little bit more. I really want Agile back in the real fight. He's just messing around with one little dude with Molotovs, which isn't going to amount to very much. I'm going to move... Ooh, we're missing a toe now. Oh, it's worse than that. Alright, these guys, I'm going to pull into the forest north, have the turrets take more of the hits here. Phil should be leaving you alone in a second. Ice just missing a toe is... I mean, I can get a bionic leg. It's not a big deal. Okay, so they're fleeing. They just got broken. I think all in all, that could have gone better, but it could have gone a hell of a lot worse. So I'm not complaining. So first things first, let's not get infected. So, well, maybe there's some Vatgrown in here. Nope. 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 Bunch of child stars. Nope. Nope. No Vatgrown that I saw. Alright. Let's get rested. And Agile will patch them up, and then we can tend to the rest of the stuff we need to do before we leave. Alright, Agile. Tend to Tannin first. He managed to take a mortar shell, but in his masterwork armor, he just kind of shrugged it off, which is phenomenal. Alright, and then let's cancel the construction. We can reclaim some of the materials. I'm more interested about repairing the turrets so we can just go ahead and attack the next target. So, yeah, Isith's going to be a little bit slower than she normally is. Because she lost a toe, got shot off. So I'm going to have them destroy the walls, repair the turrets. Agile here will, oh yeah, roof collapse. Let's leave this up. Agile here will, well, I guess I've already done the big claiming. Oh, so they got destroyed, but there's still boss here. So are these turrets going to be live against me? Let's find out. Yes, the turrets are still live. So Agile still needs to kill boss in order to have the turrets, you know, stop targeting me. So I'm going to sneak up on boss the same way I did before. These turrets, however, are repaired. Yes, they are. Let's uninstall them. And remove the roof. So as soon as boss dies, we'll have collapsed the outpost here. And then we can move on. He has some pretty decent... Oh, he died. I was going to say he had some pretty decent power armor that I might be able to claim before he dies, but nope. Alright, tend to yourself. Orders. Orders, orders, orders. Claim. Not that it's not necessary to stockpile the stuff, but it's kind of nice, right? Animals here, you're unrestricted. Agile. Let's go and see what they had. Good assault rifle, that's cool. This looks like a big bedroom, and it is. Alright. Not very much in terms of loot here. I'm gonna go and... I'm going to hang out here a little bit longer so that I can fully heal. So I guess what I'll do is, this will be a weird sort of nasty stockpile, but while we're healing, we'll just, oh yeah, I did see you. Move everything under cover. These enemies are pretty consistently geared with power armor. Now we leave in 21 hours. I don't want to claim this base unless I have to, because it's much faster to caravan out of a place you don't own. Ooh, that would make a hell of a kill window. So really right now I'm just... prepping, I guess we can stockpile like that. Prepping to leave. Let's have Agile and Tannin just rest up. See how much healing we can do in the next 21 hours. Because right from this spot, I'm going to go hit Cowboy's Hamlet. I don't even know what this place was called. I destroyed it so quick. I mean, this Tannin took a mortar. I mean, that was a little sloppy of me. Not that there was much for me to have done in that scenario, to be fair. Alright, so before we pack up, how much weight can we carry? If I bring all the turrets, that's about all we can carry. Turrets and batteries. And some food. that is honestly about the extent. That's we could really have used more dromedaries. And we have more dromedaries, but the thing is that they're all pregnant right now, so that doesn't so much help us. Components are light, so I'm going to break down this stuff for the components. Alright, Aggie's fully healed. We have 13 more hours for Tannen to become healed. If he doesn't get fully healed, it's not a big deal. Having one person wounded is not a big deal. It's not like he's bleeding or anything. Right, and the pemmican that I needed, or I have, is still on the drums over here. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop the herbal meds. Making sure that what's on them is stuff I need. So we have got a solar flare over in our main base. Yep. We have 7 more hours to leave here. Looks like I will be healed up. Yep. Alright, I'm healed up in time. So now let's go ahead and reform caravan. And we'll bring whatever components we managed to salvage. Some of the food. All the turrets, batteries. And is 20 blocks. Okay, there we go. Is there anything else? Assault rifle good? Yeah, I'm okay without that. We're going to get there pretty quick, so I'm going to A, replace this pod, and B, load up. This time I won't forget the sniper rifle. And the assault rifle. And then load it up with, let's say, 70 limestone blocks and the rest steel. 130 steel. Looks pretty good. And my caravan will stand waiting until that pod is loaded. Which should be pretty quick. And the steel. So the caravan's now waiting. Okay, so we finished loading the pods. Go attack Cowboy's Hamlet. So this is a 3-for-1 episode, as you all obviously have noticed. Which is pretty good. Not complaining. About the speed, efficiency. Okay, so we're starting to seed. This is not hay grass anymore. It is corn. We're starting to seed, sow the seeds for the new season. Yeah. Alright, Hamlet. Clearing out. Okay, map encounter. There we go. Now, I only have about 8 minutes left of this episode, but I might run a little late in order to do this raid properly right. So this mud area is going to be immediately my area of choice for this new raid. So let's go ahead and launch group. Cowboy Hamlet. And drop it there. Unenlist everyone. Any... let's bring the animals first to this area so I can unload. Come on. Move, drums, move. Why are you beating the fire up? Like, how does that even make sense? You don't care about that fire. Oh, whatever. Transport pods are coming. So I'm going to drop the turret. battery. I guess just turret and battery. Alright, now animal area 1. I guess that's a bit safer than where you were. And this is a cave that they'd have to come into, but wanted to build over here. Okay, you guys get over here, and we will start to build in limestone. So we'll say... There we go. Now, who has the worst gun? Superior, excellent, good, superior. So you're going to get that gun. Agil, you're going to get the sniper rifle. You guys are going to drop, 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 unenlist. Start setting up the turrets. That ought to be enough. I'm sure that mortar asshole is looking to take me out, so I'm going to get Agil to start pushing on him. Hit and a miss. Did set my shit on fire, though. Alright, we're almost close enough to put pressure on them. Now, of course, as soon as I start shooting, they might just rush me, but that's a risk I take. Alright, Tannen, let's get you constructing while they firefight. Alright, I think I already broke his shield belt. Looks like he's aiming. Can fire. He might be aiming for Agil. Nope, not aiming for Agil. Alright, he's hit him. Tannen. I'm going to take you out for firefighting so you construct. I guess allow you to eat. Wow, you are quite the addict. Alright, let's try to get this constructed ASAP. Because I just pissed them off, didn't I? I pissed them off, but he's not even dead. Well, glad it's raining. Well, you're getting real close. I wanted to put a roof over my my weapons here, but I'd rather, you know, stay alive. Alright, who are you? They're melee attacking the turrets. You look like you're coming for me. Okay, good. That's a miss. So you can see I'm kind of getting overwhelmed here, so I'm going to try to get out. Trying to stab Isith. Doing a pretty good job of it. Alright, there we go. Kind of got out of the heat of it. Oh, enjoy that. Unfortunately, that killed my battery. Now, most of them are already down. So although I don't want to be in a punching match with a dude with a sword who's cutting off my fingers, yep, they are now fleeing. And setting each other on fire. As usual, I'm looking for any people that ooh, you got cut to the head a bunch. All right, Agile. We haven't broken them yet. So who's the least bleeding? It's a weird concept. Isith. Because Agile here, I'm gonna need to patch some people up. Isith, you make for what's his name? Zebo out here. Get him off of us. Check for any of these to be Vatgrown. Warchild, Wolfpack, Shopkeeper, no Vatgrown. Local hair. Okay, I don't care about that. We'll just turn some turrets on. Alright, he's a Gladius. I'm gonna start running. Don't want to get chopped up by that. Mastema, are you patched up? You are. Let's go help Isith. Because Isith is not as fast as she used to be. Their base is set on fire. That's cool. Right, she's dodged so far, but there we go. That helps. Are you taking shots? Man, you're missing toes on both feet. Alright. Boom. Outpost destroyed. Maybe not as elegant as I wished for, but it works, doesn't it? So I think what I need to do now is to patch people up and definitely invest in bionics as soon as I can get them. Okay, their batteries are... Goodbye, battery. I get it. Your batteries suck. Tenon. Because everyone has some sort of little injury, and they add up. And they add up in a bad way. And they also took out a turret. Alright. Still have this other battery here. Okay. Yeah, you're not walking out. Even if I have to wake up Agile, you're not. Definitely not walking out. Okay, we have a poison ship. Oof. Real close to our farm. That's not cool. Agile will go tend to that. Or, Agile. Thrall. Derp. Don't know why I called you Agile. Animals. Restrictions. Lifted. Go ahead and claim this area. And I am 3 minutes over the hour, so I'm going to leave this episode off here. We've already destroyed this outpost. We now just need to either get... I think I'm going to get home and get the rest of these outposts once I have replacement parts. But before I end this episode, let's look at the permanent injuries. So we're missing a finger, we're missing 2 toes, and that's it, actually. So that's not that bad. I mean, it could be a hell of a lot worse, given the number of people that we consistently find ourselves fighting. We're fighting big swarms of people. If I had more dromedaries, I could bring more turrets and things. But all right, that aside, that's the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I'm glad I could live up to the rating fun that I somewhat promised, and I will catch you all later. Adios.